Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, Amananda Dewi Lestari and my friends Nuril Habibatu Saidah will be explain about interactive language teaching, initiating interaction. In this case, we will learn about the definition, principles and teachers' rules, foreign language interaction, and questioning strategies. Definitions. According to Brown, interaction is the collaborative exchange of thoughts, feelings, or ideas between two or more people, resulting in a reciprocal effect on each other. Supported by Rivers, underscores that from the very beginning of language study, classrooms should be interactive, and states that through interaction, students can increase their language store as they listen to or read authentic linguistic materials, or even the output of their fellow students in discussions, joint problem-solving tasks, or dialogue journals. In interaction, students can use all they possess of the language, all they have learned or casually absorbed in real-life exchange. Interactive principles. According to Brown, the first principle is automaticity. In this case, the true human interaction is best accomplished when focal attention is on meanings and message, and not on the grammar and other linguistic forms. Learners are thus freed from keeping language in a controlled mode and can more easily proceed to an automatic mode of processing. Second is intrinsic motivation. As students become engaged with each other in speech acts of fulfillment and self-actualization, their deepest drives are satisfied. And as they more fully appreciate their own competence to use language, they can develop a system of self-reward. Third, strategic investment. Interaction requires the use of strategic language competence both to make certain decisions on how to say or write or interpret language, and to make repairs when communication pathways are blocked. The spontaneity of interactive discourse requires judicious use of numerous strategies for production and comprehension. Fourth, risk-taking. Interaction requires the risk of failing to produce intended meaning, of failing to interpret intended meaning on the part of someone else, of being loved, of being shunned or rejected. The rewards, of course, are great and worth the risks. Fifth is the language-culture connection. The cultural loading of interactive speech as well as writing requires the interlocutors be thoroughly versed in the cultural nuances of language. The sixth, interlanguage. The complexity of interaction entails a long developmental process of acquisition. Numerous errors of production and comprehensions will be a part of this development, and the role of teacher feedback is crucial to the developmental process. Seventh, communicative competence. All of the elements of communicative competence, such as grammatical, discourse, sociolinguistic, pragmatic, and strategic, are involved in human interaction. All aspects must work together for successful communication to take place. Next is rules of the interactive teacher. Teachers can play many roles in the course of teaching. According to Brown, here are the rules of interactive teacher. First, teacher as controller. For interaction to take place, the teacher must create a climate in which spontaneity can thrive, in which unrehearsed language can be performed, and in which the freedom of expression given over students make it possible to predict everything that they will say and do. Second, teacher as director. As students engage in either rehearsed or spontaneous language performance, it is the job of the teacher to keep the process flowing smoothly and efficiently The ultimate motive of such direction must always be to enable students eventually in the real-life drama of improvisation. Third, teacher as manager. This metaphor captures the teacher's role as one who plans lessons and modules and courses and who structures the larger, longer segments of classroom time, but who then allows each individual player to be creative within those parameters. Fourth, teacher as facilitator. The facilitating role requires that the teacher steps away from the managerial of The facilitating role requires that the teacher steps away from the managerial or directive role and allows students, with guidance and gentle prodding here and there, to find their own pathways to success. A facilitator capitalizes on the principle of intrinsic motivation by allowing students to discover language. Fifth, teacher as resource. The implication of the resort rule is that the student takes the initiative to come to the teacher. The teacher is there for advice and counsel when the student seeks it. The next point is about foreign language interaction and questioning strategies will be explained by my friends Nuril Habibatus Aidah.